Noob Review.
Hello and welcome to another noobreview.com video preview, and today I am joined by Adam Radcliffe.
Hello.
Mr. Kieran Roycroft.
Kaboom! Check yourself.
And look, we're playing Jiggle Physics 5.
You may have wanted to reserve that comment until you'd actually seen the game, Adam, because although previous
I've noticed you've preempted that Adam would be doing this video, so you've picked a woman to play as.
Well, there's only two to choose from in this demo, so.
Oh. Okay.
But yes, this game has got a far greater. Actually, I should say it's got a far less of a focus on jiggle physics and skimpy clothing than the other Dead or Alive games. Or at least it appears to have from this demo.
Improved it.
What, you mean they've actually tried to make a game?
Rather than a simulator. Oh.
Rather than pornographic simulator with a bit of fighting in. Oh, this is new. What's this?
These are power blows. You charge up your attack, and if you are successful and you connect with the blow, then you can launch enemies into destructible parts of the environment.
Right.
So,
this is nothing like
here,
any Dead or Alive I've seen before.
It
looks very cinematic, actually.
It is incredibly cinematic, and actually the biggest disappointment I had about that last round was I killed her when I knocked her over the edge, because there's a whole quick time event mini cutscene that shows you battling them in the sky and then launching them down into the ground. But I'll show it again in another round.
This looks
kicked
brilliant.
it into a flying car.
Yes. This, I'll tell you what, I've always liked the Dead or Alive games, but I really like this one. For such a small, simple change, adding these power blows, it's just made it so, as Kieran said, cinematic, dynamic, and it's just a joy to look at. It
makes me actually want to put the time in and get good at a fighting game. Which is something I've never wanted to do. But I might actually give this one a look. It looks amazing.
Fighting games have always been like a bit of a spectator sport for the dedicated, but this is just like much more appealing to watch for everybody.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Definitely, and at the same time, it still plays and feels a lot like a Dead or Alive game. So you saw there, I managed to get the countering timing right there and countered her attack and used it to defeat her. And you can still juggle opponents if you use the right moves as well. So it's not like that they've forsaken the central sort of combat gameplay.
The actual fighting bit of it.
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, basically, yeah. So there were some concerns with this game after the series creative director Tomonobu Itagaki left Tecmo.
Well, I like the more arcadey feel.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would say it was more arcadey. Now, actually,
here we go.
I love these moments. They're amazing.
Oh, wow. Oh. That was incredible.
Ninjas, eh?
Bloody ninjas.
Bloody ninjas.
So it seems like a good point to change character here, because, you know, we are an equal opportunities fighter here. Don't just have men beating on women.
Nothing wrong.
Well,
with
yeah,
that.
you know, we don't want to seem sexist or anything like that.
Exactly.
People might write a blog post about us.
Well, that's one of the things actually that I've liked about the Dead or Alive games. Although there have been, you know, criticisms of sexism levied at them for their skimpy outfits, but it's very kind of gender equal in terms of like characters. Because with a lot of fighting games, you know, you'll have 90% male and 10% female, or even 90% male, 5% female, and then 5% something else.
Some sort of demon thing.
Yeah. Whereas Dead or Alive is pretty much, well, not quite 50-50 female to male, but it's fairly even.
I'm just totally engrossed in what's actually happening in this. It just looks stunning as well.
And the great thing about it is it's just so easy to control. It's in a lot of games, for instance, perhaps Street Fighter, pulling off powerful combos like that, you have to memorize these bizarre, intricate controller movements, like twiggling the analog stick 360 degrees counterclockwise. Yeah, or Virtua Fighter.
Probably a better example. Because some of the combos in that is like left, right, A, B, X, then hold forward and press X and Y together, and then you've got to jump. And while the enemy's like been knocked in the air, press grab again, and then up, down, left, right again, and you've got to memorise all that, and then learn to do it without even thinking, so that you can.
And that's just one combo.
Well, you know what? It's funny you mentioned Virtua Fighter actually, because at least one of the Virtua Fighter characters, I believe it's Akira, is actually in this game, or he's going to be in it.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
That's interesting.
So I'll be interested in seeing how they've adapted the control scheme for the Virtua Fighter character, if they have at all.
Lovely. Oof. What a kick.
Winner!
Champion. It just looks sumptuous. I can't take my eyes off it.
It plays so smoothly and quickly as well. It's just, every fight is different.
I'll tell you what it reminds me of. It reminds me of Tekken meets Street Fighter, but like not as in Tekken against Street Fighter. The character models and the moves they pull off is very Tekken-like, but the characters seem to have got a lot of personality as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's something about Tekken, in my mind anyway, that's kind of slow and laboured.
Yeah.
Dead or Alive is just lightning fast.
It's the anti-Tekken.
Well, I don't know if I'd go as far as to call it the anti-Tekken, but it's always been one of my favourite fighting game series.
Yeah, I'm not
think in a minute. Here we go. Here's what happens if you get knocked over the edge. You're given the opportunity to either guard or evade. Now I chose to block, so that I would have less damage done to me. Although I didn't realise that I had no health left anyway, so it didn't matter what I did, really. But still, I like being given the choice.
This is brilliant. I might buy this. When's this out? Do you know when it's out?
September. I believe it's September the 25th.
Right, I might stick this on my pre-order. Wow, that was it.
Yes, and you have to think as well, every level has got this degree of destructibility. I don't know how many levels are. If it's going by the other games, it's likely going to be around 12 or so, maybe more.
I can't wait. I'm really excited for this. Thank you for costing me money.
You're welcome.
Because this looks brilliant.
Thank you for playing. Presented by
Noob Review.